One of my favorite data creation techniques is called enriching data. And what enriching data does is it adds new attributes to your attribute table for your data layer. Right now, I'm showing Pennsylvania school district boundaries. We have 500 school districts in Pennsylvania. And if I go to look at the attribute table or the data associated with it, we're going to find that there are some attributes in here that are helpful, like the name of the school district, the name of the intermediate unit the school district belongs to, what county it's in, what is its technical school that's associated with it, and a few other things in here. But really, there's not too much in here that we can do anything with in terms of analysis. So we might want to add attributes so that we could be comparing the school districts with one another. And the tool that we use to do that is the analysis tool called enriching data. So on your right hand toolbar, if we come down here to analysis, you're going to find a whole set of tools available for data creation and analysis. So the one that I'm going to look for, I'm going to go to tools. And you can, instead of having to search through here to figure out where it is, you can just search by the name up here. But the one I'm going to use is under Enrich Data, and it's called Enrich Layer. Now, what's really awesome about this is that when we input what feature we are going to add attributes to, in this case, the school districts, we then get to choose variables from the data browser. And the data browser has bucket loads upon bucket loads of demographic economic data that we can be adding to our table so that we can be making maps from that data or doing some type of analysis from that. So I'm going to come in here and click on variable. And then I'm going to go shopping for variables. And the first one that I would want to have in here is just having the total population of the school district as a field in the table. And notice when I selected it, it came up here to selected variables. We can then keep further adding some. And I like to use the Explorer option over here because it's easier to find what you want. I'm going to do unemployment rate. And you can see that we have the unemployment rate there. I'm going to add a poverty variable. And I'm going to use the households below the poverty level there. And I can essentially keep on shopping for data here to add. Now, a caution, and this is a significant caution, and actually cautions, I should say. First of all, enriching data and doing analysis in ArcGIS Online costs credits. And if you're going to be using your institution's ArcGIS Online account, you have to be mindful of credits because it's like a cost that you incur with using the software. As educational institutions, a lot of us will have campus-wide site licenses, which gives us unlimited credits. But for those of you that are in the private sector or nonprofit or some other sector, you don't have that luxury of having unlimited credits. And even if you are in education, you may not have that package. So just a caution there. The other thing, while it is really fun and easy to go and add like 1,000 variables to this, your data set is going to be very large, and you're going to be it's going to get unruly. So just be careful in terms of what you add to it so that it doesn't bog down your data set. So I'm just going to end with that for now. It's just those three variables just for demonstration purposes, and then hit select. Now it's telling me that's going to add those three variables, and I come here and put an output name. Now it's important to know that our original data set of Pennsylvania school districts won't be changed in any way. It's actually creating a whole new data set. So it leaves this one untouched, and then you'll have a new one. So I'm going to call this PA SD for school district. And let me redo that. And I'm going to just put in demographics since this is giving some demographics for the school districts. And then I'm going to save it in my folder and then hit run. And by the way, you can, right here, you see estimate credits. You can estimate how many credits it's going to take. So this is going to take me 15 credits, which isn't too bad. But had I put 80 or so, it would be quite a bit more. Oops, I already have a data layer named that. So let me put the year there. And so it runs and it tells us that the layer was submitted. And if you come up here, you see this little blue dot here. This is giving us the history or even the status. So if you click on that, you can see that the tool is running. So if you're thinking something seems to be taking a while, just go up to here to see what the status is. If you're adding a couple of variables, it's not going to take you very long to do this. But if you're adding a lot, you can expect the processing time to increase with that. So you just have to be patient with this. And hopefully this will run quickly with only 3 variables. And there we have it. It added to the map. Now, something I want to mention, because this is something that's important. Now that we enriched our data and we had the variables that we want, there's no reason to keep the old data in here. So I'm going to remove that so that it's no longer in my legend, because this is the data that we needed, not that. So now when we come to the table, we're going to see that there's 3 different fields appended to this, one with total population, unemployment, and households below poverty. Similarly, you can see the attributes. If you just click to see the pop-up, you'll notice that they're in here at the very top. So that's how you can add more value to your data sets that you have, is by using the enriched data. Now, this is really helpful on anything that's a polygon data layer. So things like boundaries are perfect for enriching data: school district boundaries, congressional boundaries, House and Senate boundaries, or state boundaries, county boundaries. Anything that's a boundary is this is fantastic for. So just keep that in mind. So that's enriching data. And again, probably one of the easiest ways to make your data set a better data set that has the attributes that you might want it to have.